One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Searching for you, babe.
It was supposed to be the start of a beautiful relationship, but somebody screwed it all up. Second date update right now.
Johnjay and Rich, it's time for Second Date Update. Javon, welcome to our show.
Hi, how are you?
Good. This is how this works, Javon. We're going to hear about a date you went on. We want to hear how you met the person. And obviously this person's ignoring you. We want to hear about that. And then we're going to troubleshoot the date, tell you where we think you might have gone wrong. Then we're going to call the person. So welcome to Second Date Update. Javon, what's your story?
Okay, so I met this girl, Cambria, on Tinder. We talked a little bit, and then, we decided to go out. I asked her out for, dinner. So we went out to dinner, and it was actually really a good time to me. We had a couple drinks. I even made some stupid jokes because I think I'm funny, and usually people don't. But she laughed, so I thought it was a great date. But after the date, I haven't heard from her at all. She ghosted me. I didn't get any texts. I didn't get any phone calls. And so I'm just like, I know she got them because the receipts were on, and it said delivered. Now the only thing I can think of is I definitely, dropped my water on her, but I said I was sorry 100 times, and she said it was fine. So I don't know. I don't know what happened. Valentine's Day is coming up, and I really kind of wanted to spend it with her. I'm still into her, and I just don't know what I did or what happened.
All right, can you tell us the same story and unpinch your nose?
Stop. It's sick season right now. You might be stuffed up.
I have a sinus infection.
I can hear
honestly, that's what I was thinking first was Javon, you don't sound like you feel well. Maybe she's sick, and that's why she's not getting back to you.
Maybe she probably doesn't want to kiss you if she thinks she got a cold or whatever that you have.
Maybe she's just miserable down and out,
Yeah, I didn't have a cold on the date, but I do have a sinus infection.
Maybe she's a germaphobe.
Sorry.
Yeah, no, seriously. Kyle, I think you might be right.
He said he didn't have it on the date.
Still, maybe she's a germaphobe.
You didn't give us a whole lot in the middle, but how did the night end? Did you guys both talk about going out again?
We absolutely did. I thought that, we made a plan to meet up in a couple of days because it was the weekend, and I know it was a busy week, but I reached out throughout the week, and I didn't hear anything back.
Come on, Javon.
I didn't.
He just wanted to say.
I don't think you're telling us everything. Come on, Javon. Tell us everything.
I did.
Come on, Javon.
Leave Javon alone.
Javon,
he's trying to get his situation handled, and we are not helping.
It's just always so tough when we do second date, and it's just everything was great, and now she's not calling me back, so then we gotta, come on, Javon.
Was there a kiss goodnight?
There wasn't a kiss goodnight, no.
Oh, well then.
I feel like that's kind of a tell-all, right?
Yeah.
It might be something about you. I feel like if you're not getting the kiss at the end of the night.
It would almost be less about let's do this again because people will lie to you.
Right.
But if there's a kiss goodnight, then you kind of think there's some chemistry, but there was no kiss.
I mean, there was definitely a long hug that night, but we didn't kiss, no.
Okay. Let's call Cambria and find out why she's blowing you off. The last time you texted her was when?
It was about 3 days ago.
Come on, Javon. 3 days ago? Okay. All right, we're going to call her and find out why she's blowing you off, all right? Second Date Update continues next with Johnjay and Rich.
Then step this way, step that way, then step this way, step that way.
Johnjay and Rich, we're in the middle of Second Date Update. You got Cambria here who went out with this guy, Javon. Javon is on the phone telling us the story. They went out, they had a good time, right? And he spilled his water on her, so he thinks that maybe that's why she's blowing him off.
He said he told jokes, and usually people don't like his jokes, but she laughed.
Why don't people usually like your jokes, Javon?
I don't know. I think I'm funny.
Come on, Javon.
Maybe he needs to do that as his tagline.
Funniest thing.
What if he does that after he tells his joke?
Why'd the kid throw the clock out the window?
Yeah.
I don't know why. He wanted to make time fly. Come on, Javon.
Yeah, he does that at the end.
That's his dance. Come on, Javon. Kicks his leg out. Come on, Javon.
But that's an important fact, though. If Cambria is laughing at Javon's jokes, and usually he's not the funniest one in the room, you usually laugh at someone's jokes that's not that funny if you're into them.
Usually
or
laugh
you give him a courtesy laugh because you're like, oh, it's a first date. You don't want to be rude and be like,
I guess it could go either way. I guess it could be either this is because I feel bad for you or because I like you. I don't know.
All right, Javon, we're going to call Cambria, find out why she's blowing you off.
Hello?
Hey, is Cambria there?
Yeah, this is she.
Hi, my name's Peyton. I'm with Johnjay and Rich, and we just wanted to talk to you on the radio really quickly this morning. Do you have time?
Okay. Yeah, sure.
We got a call from a guy who's asking us for advice. He says he met this girl who's you, and you guys went out and had a good time. And we try to figure out where things went wrong because he says that you're ghosting him, and we can't figure it out. And we can't figure it out if everything he's telling us is true. That's when we call you to get your side of the story.
Okay.
So we are talking about Javon.
Oh, Javon. What did he tell you? What did he say?
He said he spilled some water on you, but he said you laughed at his jokes, and then he's texted you a few times as recent as 3 days ago, and he can tell that you read the text, but you haven't responded.
Oh, well, yeah, he did that, but that's not why, like, I ghosted him, which I didn't even mean to ghost him, like, honestly.
So why then? Because we couldn't figure it out. I feel like he's leaving something out, but, you know, and I said to him, I go, come on, Javon, what are you leaving out?
Yeah, okay. So this is what happened. We went on the date, and it was cool. It was nice. And then everything kind of started snowballing when we got to the check. So first he made this, like, little comment of, he got the check, and it was like, oh, you're a cheap date because of how low the bill was. And I was like, okay. So I let that one pass because we were having a good time. Everything was cool. And then after he finished, like, signing everything, I noticed he doesn't leave a tip. So I go like, oh, well, no love for the waiter. And he says, I don't believe in tipping. And I was like, okay, so how does that work when you're a bartender? That's a part of it. So afterwards, we finished everything up. We texted each other. It was nice. But then it wasn't until I started scrolling on Instagram where I noticed that he reposted something. And he reposted the same restaurant we went to. Come to find out, that was actually his job. That's the place he bartends at. So the only reason that we went there was because he could use his employee discount because they get, like, half off of their meal. And I was so taken aback because I'm the cheap date, but you took me to get a discount here?
And he didn't tip his coworkers?
I think that hits me worse because I think if you've ever worked in the service industry, I know I have, and I, like, always tip, even if people, like, are terrible, like, waiting the table because you never know, like, what's going on behind the scenes. So it's like if you work in that industry, you would be a good tipper normally, I would think. So that makes it even worse.
Mm-hmm. Exactly. And that's exactly what I was thinking. And so I just did not want to go in for a second one after finding that out.
Yeah.
That's
you know what I want to say to this?
valid.
Come on, Javon. Obvious he was leaving that out. That's what I was saying. It felt like something didn't make sense. Everything's going
Unless
That's so
he
normal
made a
for
deal,
him.
like, if you get to go somewhere and you get a discount and that's why you go there, great. Like, that's awesome. Good for you. Flex that discount. Go for it. And then maybe his buddy was the server and his buddy was like, don't worry about tipping me. I know you're you're struggling for cash. That would be one thing.
Right.
But then just say that. Like, this is my buddy.
Right.
I made a deal. Like, I'm taking care of him in a different
We
way
take
or
care of
something
each other.
like that.
So, yeah, that'd be
Yeah.
cool.
Or it's interesting to say because it's like, if it was all orchestrated, and if I'm the buddy, I would be like, yeah, tip me big, show off for the date, and then I'll just give you the money back. Why not tip the guy $100 and just get it back from your friend if that's who's serving you?
Yeah, have it all set up where the guy goes, thank you, sir.
Right.
You're so amazing. Thank you for this tip.
He had the opportunity
You're welcome.
to engineer this insane
Come
cheap
on,
date, and then
Javon.
Oh, yeah, I'm there. Come on, Javon.
Cambria,
yourself.
Javon is on the phone. Javon, your thoughts?
I kind of am confused because I don't understand what the problem is with getting a discount, and I don't understand what tipping had to do with any of the way that the date went. Like, I just don't feel like that makes any sense. Obviously, if I work there, it's like tipping myself. Why would I tip the server who's my friend? It's like we share tips at the end of the night, so what would be the difference? But I don't understand that.
How come you wouldn't say anything to her like, hey, here's where I work? I almost get
Would the difference be like you weren't working that night, so you wouldn't have gotten those tips that night?
Right.
I just don't. I mean, all this sounds like I'm the bad person because I didn't tip. Like I don't understand what this has to do with the experience of the date.
Well, she's looking at dating you more, and that's the kind of thing. It's uncomfortable.
What kind of person are you? Is what she's looking at.
Like, why wouldn't
Especially
you?
if you work in that industry, like you're working off of your tips.
I just feel like that wasn't even the purpose of the date. Wasn't how much is Javon going to pay? How much is Javon going to tip?
That's not
it
the
was
purpose.
really about the experience of the date, which I felt like was going good.
In fact,
you guys making it sound like I had like a scam dinner or something. Like, and I just took
the tipping's the issue. I've never met anyone, actually, now that I think about it, and Kyle just said it, that's ever worked in that industry that doesn't take care of their server.
It's just backwards.
Right? You're the first person I've ever heard like that.
That's surprising you wouldn't even... I mean, we gave you the excuse you could have used. Like I set it up.
I know.
We gave you something that would have saved
Well, at least
face.
he's honest.
All right, so you don't... Cambria, you don't want to see him again, or do you?
No, I'm not into that.
Good. And if you did, we would tell you don't.
Okay.
Probably. Yeah.
Javon,
Really
so
crazy.
there's your answer, Javon. Hope you feel better. You have the
Okay,
satisfaction. What?
I'll just accept it. I don't understand what the problem is, really. Like, I just think that this is ridiculous, but whatever.
If you Google, come on, Javon, it'll say you need to tip. All right. So no second date, right, Cambria?
Correct. It's,
Okay.
it's the principle of the thing.
Okay. Well, thank you both for going on the air with us.
Thank you.
Thanks.
That's Second Date Update with Johnjay and Rich.
It is Ryan Seacrest here. There was a recent social media trend which consisted of flying on a plane with no music, no movies, no entertainment. But a better trend would be going to ChumbaCasino.com. It's like having a mini social casino in your pocket. Chumba Casino has over 100 online casino-style games, all absolutely free. It's the most fun you can have online and on a plane. So grab your free welcome bonus now at ChumbaCasino.com. Sponsored by Chumba Casino.
No purchase necessary. VGW Group. Void where prohibited by law. 21 plus. Terms and conditions apply.
What are you looking for in a new smart TV? 4K picture quality? High quality and immersive sound? A sleek design? All of those are givens, but only the new Roku Pro Series has all of those and the Roku streaming experience, an award-winning OS. Get fast, easy access to all your apps like iHeart, where you can stream all your favorite music, radio, and podcasts all day, and regular all-inclusive trips to Roku City. The new Roku Pro Series, a smart TV built by the streaming pros.
I'm Molly Roberts.
And I'm Drew Goins. Each Friday on Impromptu, we talk through the questions we can't stop thinking about.
Do we need to rethink how much we drink?
Why are companies really asking workers to come back to the office?
Does boycotting a business actually work?
Should we quit social media?
We're here when the news gets personal and the headlines hit home.
Join Molly and me every Friday on Impromptu from Washington Post Opinions.
Find Impromptu wherever you get your podcasts.
One lottery ticket makes a big difference for our state students. And when I say big, I mean bigger than jackpot big. Since 2002, South Carolina students have benefited from more than $6 billion in lottery-funded scholarships and grants, including the Life, Hope, and Palmetto Fellow Scholarships. With every lottery play, you're supporting our students, and that adds up in a big way. That's why education is our middle name. Learn more at sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.